hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools.
Welcome to the She's So Right show. We are two conservative women called by Christ to speak up for what's right.
Lindsey Graham, known nationally as the Patriot Barbie, is a proud author, public speaker, and brave political advocate for freedoms, rights, and conservative values.
Brandy Barkley is a powerful Christian leader and founder of Power Soul, certified Christian life coach and public speaker, forging God's battle cry to strengthen believers.
Guys, get ready to say it way more than you're used to. She's So Right starts now.
Freedom fighters, are you tired of giving your hard-earned money to big corporations who use their power against us? We are done. As conservatives, the best and most effective way to vote is with our dollars. You can shop with all our favorite companies, sponsors, and affiliates right on our website.
Go to www.shesorightshow.com and click the shop page. We are proud affiliates for MyPillow, My Patriot Supply, and other conservative brands. Get massive savings. Go to shesorightshow.com. Join us in supporting American companies. Oh, freedom fighters, we have literally been warming up for the last 3 months for this day. We're so excited. We have my friend and amazing patriot Carrie Lake in the house today. Just say,
How professional do we need to be here?
We're not being really professional.
I want to be slightly offended that she's not
we are not the
start now, guys. Let's just have fun.
We're She's So Right. We're not the war room.
My soon-to-be friend.
Okay, so wait, real quick bio for any of you that haven't been tuned in at all.
Professional, real quick.
Okay, get out from under your rock. Ready? Carrie Lake is the Trump-endorsed candidate for governor of Arizona. Woo! She walked away from her career as the most highly respected and most watched anchor in Arizona to protest the fake corporate media. Now, seeing the need for strong leadership, she is running for governor of Arizona and is set to be the most conservative candidate this state has ever seen, for all you doubters out there. Carrie is committed to returning Arizona back to traditional American values, embracing our Western heritage, and creating a strong, safe, and prosperous place again to raise a family. Her brand of common sense conservatism is committed to lowering taxes, securing our border, medical freedom, election integrity, and persevering in preserving individual liberties. How awesome is that? Yay! Well, you're here.
Are we super
Let's
loud?
party.
A little bit.
I just blow your eardrum.
She's used to the news, and they're like,
this is
Carrie, tell us
loud.
about...
It's like the Griswolds. Thanks, Clark. Now she's deaf.
I was all fine with the music, and then Brandy started talking.
Brandy's the loud one.
Okay. I'm
imagine
awake.
that.
Oh, maybe it's my mic. Maybe it's up too loud.
No,
oh, well.
it's perfect. I'm
I
so
can
glad
hear.
to be here. We've been talking
glad to
about
have
this
you.
for a long time.
I know. So excited. So we just got to get down to business because
We need all the Carrie we can get
everybody
into this
wants to
episode.
know. Just, I mean, you are bringing it to these stages and to these debates, and you're feisty and rascally, and I love that about you. And to be honest, we need that right now. We need that right now.
Do. Yeah. I mean, we just did a forum, and I kind of turned it into a little bit of a bar fight because we can't allow people running for office to say one thing when we know they're doing the other thing. So I'm not in this because I want to be a politician. I've told you that. I mean, nobody would want to sign up for this. You get slandered, attacked. They sling mud that's not even true at you. But we're in the 11th hour, I believe, to save this state and save this country. So I'm doing this. I'm using my name ID. I'm using my love for Arizona, my knowledge of this state, 27 years covering it, and every issue and covering the people and getting to know them. And we need to save them. I think I'm in a unique position that I can be a representative of we the people, using my background, my name ID to go in here and return our government back to the people. Absolutely. But I'm running against some swamp creatures. And so to sit there in a forum when they're trying to act like they're America first and they're all about, freeing us up from all of these tyrannical mandates when they were in fact part of ensuring that we were held under those mandates, I just can't sit there and allow those lies to happen. So I am, throwing a few chairs and punches, but we need to do that right now and hold people accountable. Well, and I want to be held accountable. If I get into office and somebody says, you need to. Why are you doing that? I will be the representative of the people that will stand up and say, here's what we're doing and here's why. Mm-hmm. We need to hold everybody accountable, including, and what we haven't been doing, members of our media. And as a candidate, I'm trying to hold them accountable right now because I'm out there getting interviewed by people, and I know where they're going with it. They show up, they act like they want to do a real fair piece, and you already know before they get there they've got the planned attack piece. Yep. And so I'm calling them out. We need to start calling out members of the media, finding out what their bias is, who owns their station, who's behind their propaganda. Because until we educate ourselves on just all the propaganda that's out there, I don't think we can be educated voters or educated citizens. Right.
Well, and one of the things you said is holding the other candidates responsible for saying one thing and doing the other. That's a bipartisan issue. That's not Democrat or Republican. Why wouldn't every party want to elect someone that stands by what they say? Mm-hmm. And a lot of, our experience with you, Carrie, which is why we not only have you on, but I personally endorse you, is behind-the-scenes conversations are the same exact conversation as when I watch you on the news or in a debate or on any stage at all. The same consistent playing field, the same consistent statements are being made across the board. Yeah. They say that when you're telling the truth, it's easy to talk. Yeah. When you're lying, you've got to keep your lies straight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no one's been able to catch you in a lie. They can come at you every angle they want when you go in prepared. But one thing they haven't caught you in is a lie.
Right. I mean, I'm having a conversation with the guys in the control booth before I got out, and I thought, everything that I said in there, I stand by. Mm-hmm. I mean, they weren't recording me, but if they were, I just really try to behave in a way that everything I say, if it were recorded, that's fine because I'm speaking the truth.
Authenticity.
Yes, absolutely.
Hard to find in a politician.
Yeah. And they're trying to, it's so funny because I've got 27 years of history with the people of Arizona, invited into their homes. So that's a pretty intimate relationship. Mm-hmm. And I mean, and I did the nighttime news, so people would watch me in bed. I mean, that's about as intimate as you can go.
Sexy
They
time.
would say, my husband and I were watching you last night from bed, and I'm like, okay, interesting, thank you. And now, I'm blessed. I covered the state fairly. I always tried to be an honest reporter and not show bias. And now they're trying to take that 27 years of goodwill that I have with the people of Arizona and try to find a way to twist it and turn it. And I don't think it's going to work. It's sad that that's what they are trying to do. But politics is an ugly game, and I'm a tough cookie. Yep. The youngest of 9. It's like, I don't think that they're going to be able to bully me because I've been bullied by 8 siblings my entire life. Once you're from a big family.
Isn't that perfect? Isn't that amazing how God uses all things for what he has planned for us?
Even how many kids your mom popped out.
It's a training up.
Yeah. I always joke my husband's an only child, and I'm like, you never got bullied. He just got loved. And I'm like, you needed to spend a week in my world with 8 older siblings. And, it was constantly fighting for your life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do.
Do you even know what a noogie is? Is that
I don't know. I mean,
do kids even noogie each other
one
anymore?
time, I should show you my scars, literal scars.
Oh, my gosh. She's showing us
I
her
always
little
had
scars.
I always had short fingernails, but my sister Jen had long nails. Mm-hmm. And every fight turned into her clawing she was like a cat.
Oh, gosh, Carrie, you don't even understand. I almost went to jail over a bottle of hairspray in high school with my sister. We were it came to blows and pulling hair out. So I totally get it.
And I understand that, and I side with you on that.
I'm just letting you guys know I can't hear my mic. So if I'm...
Oh, no.
That's why I was probably yelling in the beginning. I literally can't hear myself.
I hate that.
So...
Oh, good.
Just
Carrie,
tell
let's
me.
talk.
Just
let's talk. Let's talk about
hey,
behind her
Lynn.
back.
So, Lynn, just poke me if I'm too high or low.
Okay.
You want to move to that mic?
No.
I don't know. La, la, la. There it is.
Okay.
Oh,
See, Lindsay was trying to... She's always trying to push me out of my realm.
We just solved the problem right there.
Just solved the problem.
Lake solves the problem, actually.
Yeah, my whole life, you're right. God prepares you. Of course, I had no idea I was going to run for governor. I just realized I had to get out of the news media because, President Trump called it the fake news. I thought, well, at least I'm working for the good guys.
Right.
And then during COVID, I realized there are no good guys. Mm-hmm. In the corporate media, there is an agenda being pushed on the people. How many stories did you see during the height of COVID on the effectiveness of early treatment, ivermectin,
0.
hydroxychloroquine, vitamin D, getting outside, not staying inside, getting some fresh air? None of that was covered. And then when the riots happened and all of that, and how the media was spinning that into peaceful protests,
Right.
I mean, I didn't fall off the turnip truck yesterday. This is nonsense. So I realized I had to leave that. I did not plan to go into politics. And when I did finally make that decision, because the people of Arizona, in reaching out to me and saying, thank you for being an honest journalist, would you consider running for office? And at first I laughed at it and thought, okay, they must think I'm crazy if they're suggesting that. But then it was like a steady drumbeat of people saying, we need people like you in office.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I think that God would not have given me the courage to walk away from my job if he had laid out what was coming next.
Yeah.
Because I would have said, oh my gosh, that's way too
So
daunting.
true. I think that's why he only illuminates one step at a time. If we saw the whole thing, we'd run away.
Yeah.
We'd be afraid. But you know what's amazing right now? I'm not afraid of anything. I think
So
when you make a step, and when we realize what's happening in our world, what we're about to lose if we don't all stand up and do the right thing, you realize it's like what will happen to us if we don't step forward and do the right thing is so scary that nothing
Nothing
I'm
else.
encountering now can scare me. What scares me is losing this country,
Yep.
and nothing else.
And our
scares me.
children.
Yeah.
Amen.
We just got off our last episode with Michael DeLeon, who gave us just a heartbreaking testimony of what's happening with our border and fentanyl and our children and the indoctrination and how all of it is kind of a spider web of plan that, we believe, the government or George Soros or whoever has had all along. So when we get back from break, I'd like to talk about probably
Definitely.
border issues and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we'll do our sneak attack where we ask Carrie a
Oh.
question that'll trick her. I'm just kidding.
I can't wait.
We're going to totally.
You know
I'll
what?
be CNN.
Truly, ask me anything.
Okay.
I always say that. I go into a room and I say, I'll answer any question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I'll
I'm
give you the answer
excited.
you want, but I'm going to ask.
You
I'm
might
gonna
not like
answer
it,
anything.
but yes.
So I think we only have a few seconds left, so I don't want to get into something too crazy, but I will leave everyone at break with this thought. Think about this. 3/4 of the fentanyl coming into the U.S. is coming through the Arizona border. 2/3, forgive me. 2/3. Why did it?
2/3 is more.
2/3 is more. 2/3 of fentanyl in this nation is
Entire
coming
US.
through our state. So, Carrie, can't wait to talk to you about that.
Okay.
All right, you guys are listening to the She's So Right show with Brandy Barclay, Lindsey Graham, and today our amazing special guest, gubernatorial candidate, the one and only candidate to vote for, Carrie Lake. We'll be right back.
Nowhere too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the She's So Right show. I'm coming in with some hot enthusiasm. I am 2 for 2 for saying really dumb stuff on the radio.
And I'm agreeing with
So
her.
I'm going to say whatever I need to say right now, get it out, and then I'm going to stop talking. I'm just
No,
kidding.
we
I'm
don't
never,
want
you
you to
guys,
stop.
I'll
That's not
never
true.
stop talking. You know that. Come on.
So
We're here with Carrie Lake.
2/3 of fentanyl is coming across our border, and the overdoses have overtaken car crashes as the leading cause of death among teenagers in Arizona. In our Arizona border county, I mean, I think our entire last show was this huge epidemic that no one is talking about. We're talking about masks and this plandemic of this stupid virus, and we have an open border. And I just want to get your heart, Carrie, about your thoughts and what you'll do as governor to stop that.
Well, let's talk about the border. I have put out, I think, the most comprehensive, bold, aggressive plan to secure our border. And we need to. This isn't just an issue with the Mexican drug cartels. These are international cartels that are narco-terrorist cartels, and China's involved, heavily involved. All of the fentanyl that you talked about, 66% of it coming up through Arizona is coming from China into Mexico, up through Arizona
Crazy.
to poison America.
Yes.
They're weakening us. They want us weakened and helpless so that they can take over. The Chinese are really, truly evil. And I'm not talking about the people of China. I'm talking about the CCP, the communist regime.
Yeah.
And they unleashed this virus on the world. And they've taken all of our industry, they've taken our manufacturing, they've taken our jobs because our political elite over the past several decades, over the past generation, have sold us out. And the truth of the matter is China is nothing without us. They've taken our economy. They've stolen it. And when we walk away from them and say no more, they will cry.